Hey, thought I'd take a moment out just to catch up with you. It's been a real busy, hectic week, and been just trying to get a breath or a minute. So I've had to actually come out in the garden to just get a moment to myself. It's quite a busy household today, everybody doing their thing. But I don't mind telling you that it's pretty damn stressful having everybody at home, and I realise that I've spent so many years putting in so many hours at work that now, me being at home, rather than it being a bonus, yay, mum's here, I'm a hindrance, I've got one son telling me I'm trying to run the house like I do the office, and that you're not manager here, mum. You just look at things and you see how inefficient things are done, when guess what, it may not be done inefficiently at all. It's just not done your way. It's not done the way that you thought it had been operating in all this time with you being absent. And now, guess who's got to try and fit in? You. So it's been a few months of me getting out the muscle and trying to bully my way around the whole whatever, metaphorically speaking. But I shouldn't even use the word bully in jest, because it can be taken out of context. I'm very assertive. All the time, I guess that's my nature. But sometimes you need to be coercive and persuasive instead. And I guess really this is a time for me to look at things in a different way and try and get people on board, rather than saying, well, this is how it will be done. Even at work, you've got to persuade, coerce. So why would I think with my adult children it would be any different? So it's been a real learning curve for me. Real steep learning curve at that. Which is that, Maxine, you're the one that has to fit in your own home. And why? Because I want it to be a home. I want it to be a family. And I want all of us to be a part of it. And unless everyone is included, people will choose to exclude themselves because they feel excluded. I love my husband, I love my children, I love my grandchildren. And there are no exceptions there. Yeah, we all have different challenges that we bring to the table. Some of them have taken some of my good traits. Some have taken some of my not so good traits. At the end of the day, we've got to live together and we've got to make it work. And when we don't have to live together, we still have to make it work. So I guess what I'm saying is, upon reflection, this has been a period of learning to understand each other and to be considerate of each other and to be considerate of each other's space, each other's needs. We all have our own needs, and we all have to be accountable for our actions. Words are a very powerful thing, and once they've escaped, hell will freeze over before they come back again. So, being considerate with each other is very important. And we may say this and take it for granted, but the truth of it is, when you're in a house with so much testosterone and you've grown up in a family where, I was one of 8 children my parents had. I'm child number 7, and I had 5 older brothers. So I know how to make it in a man's world. I know how to, be chosen first for football instead of being left for last because I'm a girl. I know how to make it in every different sphere, I guess, but how do you make it at home when you're all changing? You sit down and you reflect. And you try to understand what everybody needs. And you try to communicate what you need. And you find a balance, because life is about balance. And not stepping on each other's toes. Do you remember back in the day when you used to go to a party and you had to be careful not to step on someone's toes? In our day, you stepped on their toes as a gentle pat and sorry about that, and you move on. And these days, it's not a gentle tap and move on. There was a time someone could lose their life for stepping on someone's toe in a party, so you know what? We're in those times, COVID times. Let's be sensitive with each other and let's talk and communicate. Because sometimes what we think the other person means is not what they mean at all. Anyway, it's a period of reflection. Just telling you how it is. Life in isolation. Oh, and by the way, I got that job. I'll come back with it another time. Anyway, enjoy. Like, share and subscribe. That's what I'm meant to say, I'm told. I should say it. Share. I'm sure you've already subscribed. Press that button. Bye.